Matthew and I are here to try to stimulate your interest in Accord and tell you why we are a great resource for equity sponsors serving the low end of the middle market. You already know that Accord is a senior secured lender providing working capital facilities up to $20 million. Across the United States and Canada, we are keeping business liquid. Now, the top 4 reasons sponsors ask Accord to fund their next acquisition are: first, our undoubted financial strength. As a 35-year-old public company employing only modest balance sheet leverage, our clients never need to wonder if we have the resources to support them. Second, since Accord does not employ territory reps to call on you, when you call Accord, you are talking to a home office decision maker. We signal the level of our interest immediately. You will never have to wonder about our intentions. Third, for sponsors, we impose no closing fee and provide penalty-free exits after 1 year. If more attractive pricing is available elsewhere, we don't stand in the way. Finally, number 4, our entire organization is geared to enabling you to get a deal off the street and close fast. From due diligence to committee approval and simplified documentation, no one is faster at getting to the finish line than Accord. Matthew, why don't you talk through our process to illustrate how we add value to sponsors trying to get a deal done fast?
Well, Accord's process is quick. Our due diligence starts the day we are introduced to the potential transaction. Based on our years of experience, within just a few minutes, we know whether there appears to be a fit by talking about the target company's needs and those of the equity sponsor. Once we get a clear understanding of the transaction and know that Accord can add value, we issue a letter of interest. This LOI describes a proposed structure and pricing of the deal. Each proposal is unique, as it should be. Once our LOI is accepted, we schedule an on-site due diligence visit. This on-site visit usually occurs within 3 days of our receiving the signed LOI, and it is not a field audit. We don't require field audits. This visit is to allow the players to meet us and for us to meet the stakeholders, as well as to examine internal procedures, tour the premises, and more generally understand the business and the way it operates. Meanwhile, Accord's new client services department orders lien searches and prepares a list of items needed for closing. Within 3 to 5 days of our on-site visit, a request for credit approval is submitted to our credit committee. Approvals are very quick, usually within 24 hours. We then document the transaction, and our standard agreement is simple, containing no financial covenants. In addition to acquisition financing, Accord frequently funds existing portfolio companies. We also supply term facilities on machinery and equipment. We pride ourselves in being able to act quickly but prudently. The speed with which we can get to a close and funding is more dependent upon the client's ability to respond than Accord's ability to evaluate and obtain approval. 3 weeks or less from receipt of the executed LOI to funding is not unusual.
Well, thanks, Matthew. We were hoping to stimulate your interest in getting to know Accord better. I hope we did that.